Welcome back to the Bridget channel, where we share tips and techniques on the different methods that we are using to get or stay healthy using both integrative and traditional methods. Today's tip is all about move and you. But before we begin today's tip, Kelly, roll that disclaimer.
Disclaimer! The tips and techniques you see on the Bridget channel are not necessarily by a licensed professional. We suggest before you begin any construction or reconstruction on your beautiful body, seek the advice from your MD, ND, DOD, CNA, LMSW, LAC, DTCM, and MAOM. And now for today's Bridget tip.
So what do we already know about move? Well, we all know that we need to move in order to stay healthy. It keeps our bones agile. It helps with heart disease and cancer and blah, blah, blah. We all know what it helps with. So why aren't we moving? What are the excuses we are using not to move on a daily basis? Well, let's see. My excuses? There's not enough time. No babysitter. Well, back in the day, there was no babysitter. I was already too tired to actually move. Or how about, I already walked today at work, so why should I have to walk after work? Let's see. How about it's too expensive? All of those are great excuses that I used all the time. How about shame? Maybe used that one yet? Just me? Only me? So this is my story. When I was 21, I just had all of my kids. Well, not just had all my kids, but by the time I was 21, I've had all my kids. And I wanted to start exercising because, well, having 3 kids takes a toll on your body, and I wanted to get back in shape. So I went and rented one of those DVD players. Yes, I know, DVD players. That's how long ago it was. So I'm playing the DVD in my living room, and I start working out with the video with all the kids around me. And my husband at the time came in, and he started making fun of me. And it hurt. I mean, at the time, maybe he was peacocking. I don't know. We were young and stupid. But at that moment, where I was at, after the kids and the hormones and all of life and my experiences, I took it as mocking. And I didn't attempt to self-care again until my kids were in high school. Some friends of mine and myself decided to do the Crim Festival of Races. And now, if you don't know, that's the big race out in Flint, Michigan. And we signed up for that. I did the walking part, not the run part. And that was really fun. I mean, the whole point of the festival is just to be around people, and that energy is phenomenal. It actually is. And it makes you want to do more. So I did the Crim for a couple of years and then decided to move on to something different. I learned about the first try triathlon through my chiropractor, Erica Peabody. That's where I learned how I love a challenge. And it's just a challenge with me, nobody else, but I like to challenge myself. Now, the race was swimming, biking, and running. And it was phenomenal. Loved it. Did it twice. Then I discovered boxing. When you find the type of movement that brings you such joy, and not just joy, mind you, I still make excuses in the parking lot as I'm going in to the gym. But that moment where you're hitting the bag and the instructor is pushing you to go faster and harder and deeper, and you do it, it's exhilarating, and I absolutely love it. You have a greater sense of self. And you discover what you're capable of doing, and it is, wow, you feel worthy. Anyway, so for today's tip, or should I say trick, to finding out what kind of movement works for you is you have to discover where you are, or you should assess where you are at any given moment. Back when I was 21, I didn't have the support system that I needed. And I didn't have the wherewithal at the time to actually seek what I wasn't getting at home. So I would suggest to find it. Because if you're not getting it home, we're out here and we're waiting for you. So don't be afraid to ask. So if you have a tip or a technique or a trick for anyone who is struggling with getting into the rhythm or finding their passion in moving, leave them in the comments below. And until next Tip Tuesday, where we're going to be talking about movement and family. I mean, how important is that to start your kids young? Gosh, it's so beneficial. Had I known then what I know now, I would have done better. So anyway, until next Tip Tuesday, be kind to your body because it's the only one you've got.
Are you a Bridget? We want to hear from you. What tips do you have that might help those of us on the struggle bus? Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Also, you can check us out on our website, our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you're into that sort of thing. And remember to be kind to your body. It's the only one you've got.